Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're the guy here. But it's a person, my image of this person is a serious person. And what I like about him, he's family oriented. Him to introduce yourself to the public and get a little background on where you came from.
Yeah, I'm Lawrence Alfred. Most of my friends call me Lion. I'm from St. Lucia. I started playing ball around 8, 9 years. I went to RC school. I played for the school 3 years, and we won the trophy 3 years in a row. The guys on that team was so amazing, togetherness. So we decided to hold on to that same group of guys and form our own team. So we started playing some practice games. We got a coach, Antonio Martino, good guy, let him rest in peace. We also got a manager, Mr. Ravino, what a great manager he was also, let him rest in peace. Yeah, they took us to Barbados, where we played 3 soccer games. We won 2 on Taiwan. When we got back to St. Lucia, we decided we would get into the 2nd division team in St. Lucia, which we did. For the first year, we were unbeaten, got the trophy. The following year, we went to 1st division, the top league in St. Lucia, where we dethroned the champions. Yeah, and it was such an amazing team. Togetherness, the love.
It sounds like you should have stayed there now, because even with the colors we get in, how you managed to come to Canada and when did you come to Canada?
Yeah, I came to Canada in '79. And for the first 2 months, I didn't play any ball. I was kind of itching to play, And I'm always a guy that like exercising and training and stuff. So I decided to go for a jog around the neighborhood. For about a couple of weeks, I met up a neighbor. His name was Owen King from Trinidad. Nice guy. He told me usually you go and play soccer on Sundays. I say, yeah. He said, okay, well, you could come. I said, I'd be interested. So he picked me up, and it was York, Toronto University. That's down on Military Trail, like we call it, down in the hole. Yeah, we went down there, and that's why I started playing soccer in Canada. And I met a few of the older guys there. Well, they were still playing and very agile and stuff, But they were watching me so much, but they told me to come and join Iere, come and try out for Iere. So I say, okay. And from then I link up with Iere. And I met all the lovely guys there, all the good guys.
That sounds like history coming up. So listen, so if it's 79, if I remember correctly, and Iere is the first team you played for, you went into some winning situation in the traditional Iere, because Iere won the Consols Cup in I think it was in '79 too. So how did that go? How did that go from winning in St. Lucia? You come into this club now, and how was the ball? What was the level? How you felt? You felt almost the same way, or how was it?
You mean with Iere?
When you joined when you're playing, I guess you would say that's TND, right?
Yeah, TND.
So how was that? Was that a culture shock in terms of the standard of play from where you were playing, or how you compare, fitting in?
Yeah, well, I find it was kind of easy for me because I know the ball and I know what I'm supposed to do. So I get connected, man, because I fit in right into the team, Yeah, because at that same time I want to play TND for Iere. I think the same year they had that Iere tournament, and that's the first year Iere won it, So I'm from a winning tradition already from a long time,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that was my team Iere, the first team I played with.
Okay, all right, but we can't make the public feel that there's a guy stuck. He didn't know anybody here, and somebody sent him down in the hole, because this guy, ladies and gentlemen, you realize he's much traveled when it comes to teams. and also with it. So from the Iere situation, winning that early, how you evolved, because I saw you on Flemington Park, and then later on I saw you with several other teams, indoor and outdoor circuits. So could you give us how that evolved?
Yeah, so how that evolved is that I studied Iere for that year. The following year, which was 81, some of the guys from Colts asked me to come and come down in the park. I was living down in the park anyways.
What, in Flemington?
Flemington, St. Dennis Drive, I used to live. 30 St. Dennis Drive.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's a popular building.
Exactly, 30 St. Dennis Drive. That's what I was living, you know. So when they asked me to come and play for Colts International, I said, yeah, I just want to play ball, you know. So I know players does the big team down there. So
how is that your association with Iere? How you knew when they recruited you? And as a matter of fact, who asked you to join Colts, and how you know players was the team to be down in the park?
Well, everybody is saying that's the big team, boy. That's the big team players. I say, yeah, I like to play against big teams, you know. Yeah, you like to play big. That is always me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who asked me to play for Colts? Well, that because I used to play down some scrimmage down on the park too, because I was living right there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, they had plenty of guys playing down on the park. I can't remember some of them by name, you know. Yeah, and they told me Colts International, so I started practicing them and stuff, and Winty, all them boys was there, you know. So they tell me that's the big team there, and I said, yeah. Yeah, because
so did you get an opportunity to see players first, or it's just they telling you and you building up yourself for that? Because obviously there's other teams in the league, so you had to. It's not like they join you. They didn't bring you just for a players game, did you?
no.
Okay,
No.
so how your psyche built up for this whole recruiting?
Because don't forget I was playing for Iere, and most of the guys playing for Iere used to play for players, you know. So I don't know already. I know I played against some of my guys. I played against some of my guys, and I know them already, you know. So it was fun, you know. It was like a real family thing. But the first year I played there, which was 81, we won the league too. That's the winning tradition I'm telling you about, you know.
Okay, now that you mentioned 81, some people can recall, and I'm sure you could recall, that was I would call it a punto race right down to the end. And I don't know if you could recall it, because if you
I
see
recall it, I recall it.
so let me hear how you look at the whole season then.
We beat y'all, we tie y'all 1-1, you know.
Mm-hmm.
A wicked shot from Winty on over there, boy. That was a lob up in the end, came right down in the net there. I say, yes, yeah, that was a wicked game, man. You know, it was a pleasure playing that game, you know.
Yeah, it's goal difference.
Goal difference, goal difference.
So you had early successes. So, and ladies and gentlemen, you have some more successes coming up. How you look at, so now you come in Iere, you win the Consoles Cup, you go
Well,
with
I wasn't in Iere for the Consoles Cup. I was here in 79. I joined Iere
for the tournament. You won the tournament.
The tournament, yeah.
That's 1980.
In 1980.
Right. Okay. All right. So
Iere tournament 1980, yeah.
And you win the Flemington League in 1981. How it started evolving from there, and now I know you played in other leagues and for other teams. So
yeah,
how come now you're with Iere, Colts, and you still find ways to be with other team? And it seemed like some of the other teams you played with, you were playing with your heart. I know you play hard all the time, but we're not going to fool the public here now. We had teams like We United and stuff, which it looked like that was heart and soul. So how you get involved in We United now?
Well, We United, it was when I was playing with Iere, Desmond Jewers from Dominica, let him rest in peace. He asked me to come play for We United. So on my arrival there, I was so welcomed there by the guys, you know, because it was so much like a family thing, you know, because they speak in Patois just like San Lucia cousin country, you know. Mm-hmm. So the jokes and things does come out real funny, you know, real jokey, real nice, you know. Mm-hmm. In Patois. So it was real fun, and we used to have our eats and our juice after the game, you know, and we talk our shit, and you know how it go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I started playing for
But you
United.
also had some winning with them, right? We was a strong team.
We United.
You had Brewster was with B2, no?
Yeah, in the later part, yeah.
Okay. Flemington, you talk about 81, about winning in 81, which was early when you came. But what happened after that?
Well, we United was winning the league there all the time. We were the team to beat in the North York League.
No, I talk in the North York League.
North York League, yeah. We United that we used to play down on down Leslie and Eglinton area there. Sunnybrook Park.
Yeah.
That's where we used to play. We United was a great team, man. This team it was really a Caribbean all-star, really. It was a great team. We had some great players too. Yeah, because Trevor, Bertrand, Terry Bertrand, Birds in goal. Yeah, we had some great players.
Yeah. I always like that flavor, and actually, that's why I identify you. You know, it seemed like it was a fit for you for some reason.
Oh yeah,
like you fit in well there. So now, Iere, Colts, we United.
Fiji United. I also played for Fiji United.
How you bouncing? What causing these bounces with you?
Okay, is the love of the game and the togetherness, because it was mostly most of the same guys, about 5-6 of us. We just used to go. Now, don't forget, we United, Colts International, all that was just side teams, like just fun teams, right? Now, when you're playing competitive, you stick it one team like Iere, because the fun teams play on the weekends. I used to play 4 games a weekend and party this Saturday night and go and play 2 games on the Sunday, and we used to win.
Okay, well, I would have hoped you done that to come and play against players, but I doubt it. I don't even know if you sleep well coming in to play players, but that's okay. We're not gonna
right about that.
Trust me, you was well rested coming in to play against players, so don't even try that, you know. So how you now? There's Caribbean United now.
Caribbean United, well, that was the next fun team again, you know. That was the indoor team, and we started playing outdoor tournaments on all that was weekends too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So as I told you, I used to play 4 games a weekend, 2 games on a Sunday. When I come and play you guys, I played a game before.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you were conditioned. There's no two ways. You was a running.
Yeah, you know.
You was a running player.
So yeah, it was fun.
So going to TND and the Flemington, okay. You only play for Iere in TND?
I played for Montiglione in 83, 84. Montiglione, the Italian
team.
Happened?
What happened there? What happened with the Iere?
Well, I kind of get the fun wasn't in Iere for me, so I left because they had a team from Malvern that came up from Trinidad to play Iere tournament.
Yes.
Remember that Malvern team?
Yes. That's what problem them.
Right. So I had a little practice game with them against Montiglione, right? Mm-hmm. And after the game, the guy came and asked me to play for Montiglione. That's when I left Iere and went to play for them, because they was doing everything, you know, and they used to treat me good, you know. Mm-hmm. So I play about.
Were they paying though?
Yeah, they were paying a little thing, you know.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, hold on here now. You have to answer to the community now. That move from Iere to Montiglione now, is that mean that you were a little more serious about your game? Because those type of moves is not, it's not, you're not paying your mortgage or your rent with that type of money, right? Yep, so there's something else that attract you to these things. Either sometimes the team is in Premier Division or Higher Division, or sometimes, you know, you feel to yourself that's what you need, you know, for your career and for your mindset or whatever. Which one was it that made you go to Montiglione?
It was just, I guess, just the connection with some of the players after that practice, you know,
Mhm.
and the influence from some of the players.
Was there any Caribbean or West Indian player on Monteleone?
They had at that time, no.
Okay.
I was the only black guy there.
So I am assuming now that move had to be perception of a higher standard or more discipline
Right.
based with
In a way like
based with an incentive of cash.
right.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
sometimes a player feel better about his
Yeah,
game that way.
definitely.
Yeah. All right.
Well, everything was covered, you know, so you know, I didn't have to
Yeah.
worry, you know.
Okay.
Just
So
come out
now,
and play.
did you stay with Monteleone?
Yeah, I stayed with them for about 2, 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
2,
what?
3 years. And I came back to Irie.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I
So
came back to
what
Irie, yeah.
what make you come back, and was it a difference in personnel? What was that? Or the Monteleone thing
Well,
didn't
you
work
know,
out?
I left Irie, but the guys and them, they were still my buddies, you know. So we used to chat. Most of the guys again on the team, we always keep a close contact. And I managed to come back on the team, and we were still like I never left, you know.
Yeah, and that's why I explained it the way I explained it before, because normally in the community, when a guy does that, it's not really no problem, because some players, it's better for the career. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
For the psyche and everything else, because sometimes we, as the saying goes, sometimes we are always enemies when it comes to upliftment and stuff. And sometimes that little break and that move away does help, right? Because
Definitely.
at least you go back, right?
It was because just a minute. In 81, I must have played for about 5 different teams in 81. I didn't play TND. I just play recreation ball. Like I practice during the week. On weekends, I go play 4 games, different teams. And it was real fun. I was really enjoying it. That may be the best year I ever had up here. We went into all those things I'm telling you about. We went into about 13 tournaments that year. We won 12 tournaments and tied, and we runner-ups in the last one. Yeah, and that I talking about Carib United upsetters, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we United.
And that's when 81.
81.
So seeing that's the pinnacle now, and you're talking Monteleone all around 83, 85. I wouldn't say it's downhill. There's nothing compared to, you already said it, there's nothing compared with that. So now it's being contented to play the game, staying active, everything else, right? Because, you know, there's winning and there's losing, and you can't always match
Definitely.
what you did before. What you thought of Flemington? Because how long you played in Flemington? Till the end, or did
Till
you
the
still
end.
go?
Till the end.
So did you play with East-West Connection?
Yeah, I was if East-West Connection.
Oh.
That's when they changed the name from Coast International, right?
Okay. Were you part
And
of
you guys,
that organizing? Because I know you were a stable guy and a solid player. So that's when we pulled out players from the league. How was that East West connection? I saw it, but I didn't know why you guys changed up or what caused. Do you know what caused the whole change?
actually, I don't know up to now, up to this day, I don't know. But you know, I just want to play ball, you know. So that's
Yes.
just how it was. I don't even know. Because I know you guys had changed your name to, right?
Yeah,
Spoilers.
yeah. We stayed away for a year, and then we came back as Spoilers.
Right.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why they changed
we
it.
left the league and came back. But when I was watching the league, because I was still with the league, I was still with Roy. I used to just come on the wall and watch the league, right? Because that's the action. And then I noticed you guys went to East-West Connection.
Right.
And you know, and I'm going okay, but it was good, still good. That's when Darren and some of these guys came and played. But you were there.
Yeah.
Because I have you as a sailboy, I thought you would have the story of what transpired, because the flavor was still good.
Yeah, it was still good. So
The whole breakdown, you come from Lucia, you played all these division, you went with Irie first, which is serious ball. Then from Irie you went Monteleone, and then you start playing the weekend balls, as you say, within that time. So now you should be able to give a good picture of what you thought of Flemington.
It was a family like down there, man. Down there was I felt like I was back home playing up there.
Yeah.
Is a togetherness and like all the thing, as you say, it was just a recreation, right? So it was real fun, like family. Now when you play in TND, you're talking about serious ball, you know. So it's a kind of something like I would put it as recreation and ball you playing like for different teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just how it is.
Are you still playing? Because you're
Yes,
still
I'm
looking fit and I still see your uniform fitted you. So are you still playing?
Yeah, I'm still playing in the Durham League.
Yeah.
I play with Global Masters. They used to be upsetters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's a 50 and over. We also won that league 3 times. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a COVID stop us from playing right now, but we still take our little sweat when we have to, you know.
So let me ask you, this winning, you just going on boom team, or is there a roots thing to this thing? These teams you're joining, or these teams you're playing with, or what's the story?
Don't forget, Upsetters was a team I was playing for a long time.
Correct.
Teams down on Masters.
Right, but you're winning with Upsetters. You win with Caribbean United. You won with We United. You won with Colts. You went the first year with Iere. So all I'm saying is, what you think it is? You've been lucky to have to go into thing because it's still a choice because you went with Monteleone. So and I don't think did you win with Monteleone?
No, I didn't win with Monteleone.
So what was the experience like then? What make you come back to Iere?
Well, it was just a different experience, you know, because after a while you go into something and saying that, okay, that's where you could try out and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you figure it's not that of a thing that you really have to be there. Mm-hmm. Where you better in the team where you were before, you know?
Well, what make you determine that? Because you played more than one season, correct?
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
So this is what I want the public to know, because this is what we're dealing with roots here now. Because I know you as to be a roots guy. I mean, people don't get the alias Lion just like that. So what we need to know now, you went there, and I know that's easy for any one of us to do. If somebody offers right, or if depend on, you know, because I advocate teams already from the community, so that's not really a problem. But I want to determine when you felt it was right to come back. I don't want to use the word home or to Iere or whatever, but you come back to the community. Were you missing something, or something went sour, or you stopped making the team, or what was it?
No, it was nothing like stop making the team. It's just that I felt that I had to be back there because that's why I want to really finish my ball then. In other words.
Okay. So
always with, you know.
Okay.
The group has been around the world.
One of the things I discovered over the years with you is that you and I end up knowing a certain individual, and we just touched on that brief. Stuart, you didn't call his name in the teams you played in the beginning. I don't know how you can leave your brethren out like that.
You know that was going to come because he was always the winning for me in St. Lucia. You know, he is just an amazing. He always an amazing guy. When you're around him, you must know ball because he always tell you about the ball, how it is, and the togetherness around the ball.
And Lady Stuart Charles Ferrier, he was the national under-17 coach of Trinidad and Tobago. And they grew up together, they played together, and knowing over the years, I realized him and Alfred here, Lion, they were close. And I didn't want him to forget him in his piece here, you know?
No, I can't. I would never. I would always bring him up because he's a guy. For the time you talk to Stuart, you're talking about ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about ball because he was an amazing player, man. in St. Lucia, when we need a goal, he playing defense, and when you need a goal, he go up there and score a goal, man. And it's always a beautiful goal when he score it. He was a great player in Trinidad and Tobago, where he used to play for ASL with Figaro in the back. Yeah, he was also a great coach. I think he, as far as I understood, he's the best coach in Trinidad, the most trophies with all the coaches put together. He was also the coach of Trinidad national team, if you remember that time.
Yeah. I never saw him play, but I get it from Dixon and some of these guys. He was real good, and Dixon and these guys don't give away those things like that. When Dixon and these guys say that, I'm all in, you know, and Paolo and all these guys say he was real good. Yeah.
I just hope they give him an next chance in St. Lucia to really have a good program going on down there, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's what he does.
He's back?
Yeah, he's back in St. Lucia now.
Yeah, somebody told me that, but I wasn't too sure. So you're still playing. I hope all is good with you in terms of this COVID and everything else.
It is.
Yeah, okay. So I want to thank you for giving me this time and all the information you can give me. Again, you're following still tradition. Only hearing winning in your forte. You only bring the winning fast to foot today, you know. And you didn't. Well, actually, let me put you on this. Yeah.
I also played for your team, you know, Spoilers. I was honored. I was honored for you come and ask me to play for Spoilers in the Malvern League.
Wait. How could I forget that? You play for Spoilers?
You forget that. What do you mean? You come and ask me when I'm playing and break up.
Go run it, man, because I'm blank on that one.
I was one of the guys on the team there, guy. Come on, man. When you started the team.
Okay, and what that was what, 93?
Around there.
Yeah, well, I know I played with you, but remember, I'm thinking Iere, you know what I mean? And but I don't think we played together in Iere, because I think when you were in Iere, I was...
No, we didn't play together in Iere. But Spoilers we did.
Okay.
Spoilers we did. Remember the league used to play right in my backyard there.
Yes. So okay.
That's when I started playing at
well, there you go now. So let me ask you now that you put me on that kind of spot now, how you like playing with Spoilers? I mean, you've been full travel, and ladies and gentlemen, I didn't click on that one, and I'll have to apologize to him on that one because we don't remember everything. But I'm forced to ask him now, seeing that we were wrapping up with all these teams. How was your experience with Spoilers? I mean, you know the whole history with Spoilers, and it would be revealed on files. So how you look at it?
Well, Spoilers, I was honored to come and play for Spoilers because, as I said, most of the guys on the team is guys they know. And we always play together on different teams, you know, Iere and, you know. Yeah, and Spoilers was a nice thing to play for. And you was a strict guy on Spoilers. But I had no problem with you.
No, and you know, now that you bring that up, and it's the same with me, I wouldn't have a problem with you, because to me, and maybe that's how we develop this type of relationship and friendship, because you're to your word, you're on time, you're disciplined, you know what I mean? And for those who had a problem, it's because they don't understand these parameters. You know, to be honest with you, because other than that, over and beyond, you know, we sit down and have the beers and stuff after, you know, is a fun camp when it's fun time. But
exactly,
you know, it's a serious time.
When you come and play, it's different, you know.
This is what I'm saying. So yeah, honored to include you in there. I didn't know that, so I'm glad you came and played for Spoilers. Sorry for forgetting that, because you fit the type of bill of a Spoilers personality.
And don't forget, Everton came in after Spoilers.
Yeah, well,
I played for them too.
Okay, so here we go now. All right. Okay. So you were honored to play with Spoilers, and then Everton came. As a matter of fact, the year Everton came is the year Spoilers won.
Right.
Right. What was that feeling? Was it strictly a ball feeling that you're gonna beat? Is like on the park, you got players is the team to beat. You know, I
That's
mean,
all it was.
we didn't win yet, but you know, how was the feeling? Because it was a big hype with Everton.
It was. And it's all about ball again, you know. It's just
Yeah,
the love of the ball, you know. Wherever the ball roll, that's where you roll.
yeah, yeah. And I remember you guys won the first year you came in.
Yes, we
You
did.
beat us in the opening tournament on
Yeah.
penalty kicks.
Mhm.
Hollis was the keeper. Remember that?
Right,
And
right. You
I
remember
was
that?
saying, Midge, we could play them next week, you know, because that wasn't sitting too well on penalty kicks. You remember that? You guys won the opening tournament. The
Yes,
first
we
year
did.
you
Yeah.
came into the league, you won the opening tournament. And
Yeah.
guess what? That's why the tongue was hot. You beat Spoilers in penalty kicks in the opening tournament in the final. So
That was big. That was big, you know.
yeah, Everton hit the tongue hard. Curling club, all the parties, everything else, you know. So we had to just firm up, and if it look at it sport wise, the spin off, we had to just firm up and make sure that we didn't get hurt anymore, you know. And
True.
you know, everything else is history on that. But the perception that there was friction, I didn't see it that way. I see it that because I
No,
grew up in that from since home, clubs playing out from
exactly.
clubs and stuff. It is a rivalry, you can't negate that, but I didn't think it was as personal as people wanted it to believe.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
no.
It's
And
all about the ball again.
yeah, and you and I have been getting closer and closer and closer since that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
and I like that. I like that because there's life after ball anyways. All right. So anything we negating, Ross? We good?
Any? Everything is
Any
good.
everything is good. So okay, I want to thank you for giving me the information and the time today. And you stay safe.
Thanks, man, and thanks for having me, you know.
All right. You're welcome.
It's always blessed.
All
You're
right.
doing a good job. Keep up the work, man.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome, bro.
All right.
Bye, man.